I understand most of what's going on in Elden Ring. The problem with Elden Ring is you have a basic story, and then with that basic story you have a bunch of stuff, and then with that bunch of stuff there's more. So, for example, it's by reading the Praetor equipment, it's by reading the God Slaying Sword, is by getting the God Serpent Sword that you get the story of Rykard, right? Which is not a story that you're usually gonna get. So I'm gonna tell you the story, the very short story. My version of the story. Somebody that played the game 4 times, that kind of know what's up, but without knowing what's up. So for me, Elden Ring, the beautiful thing is the story. So the story is super simple. You got Marika, you got the Elden Ring, right? And it's a land between the Elden Tree is the one that's the Earth Tree. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. The Earth Tree is in charge of everything, in charge of every single living life, right? Now you got a god. That god is Marika. Marika has children. She has children with first Godfrey. Children which are Godfrey the Golden, Godric. Wait a second. Wait a second. It is Morgoth, Godric. I have forgotten. Holy shit, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Okay. Can't believe I'm gonna have to look it up. So long. Expert gamer, huh? Okay, Elden Ring. Family tree. It's actually really important. But while we're doing this, right? Okay, good. Godfrey. Aha, there you go. This is possibly the best. This is possibly the best. Right? Is it? This is technically not good. No, this is not good. Because this is Elden Ring before the DLC. And this is way too small. Okay, so we have something good. Yes, good. Okay, perfect. 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 Okay, cool. So the story of Elden Ring, I just want to talk about the main characters and how important that is, but it's also the similar factors. So, for example, would you prefer me to talk? Okay, let's talk. Okay, perfect. So you got a queen, right? And she got Queen Marika the Eternal, which is a god, and she rules the world, right? And she has those kids. She has those kids with Godfrey, which is the first Elden Lord. The kids are they're Morgoth Godwyn. Like I told you, yes, we were right, right? And then Godwyn has those kids, which is Godric and Godfroy. Godfroy, it's part of the DLC. I haven't played DLC. I'll be completely honest. I haven't played the DLC. We also have the a wedding with Renala, right? Renala will give birth to Radon, Rykard, and Rani, right? And then we have Marika and her kid, which is Michaela Malenia Mesmer. This is super spoilery. As a guy who hasn't played the DLC, why is that nice? Because we'll do. Okay, so first of all, why we're doing this video? Once again, I love Elden Ring. Why is that video nice? Is because we haven't played Elden Ring in a year. Why is that double nice? Because when I'm gonna play my playthrough of Elden Ring, I'll do another one. So I'll do Elden Ring Story V2. So this is just the remembering. So Marika, this is my understanding. I might be wrong. I might be fucking wrong on the story. And if I'm wrong, please tell me. So in my opinion, Marika has a goal as the Earth Tree, right? Before she goes, This is how little I know. Before she comes in, there's another primordial source. This is the Crucible Knight. This is the dragon. They did before. There's the Misbegotten. I don't remember if the Misbegotten are before or after. And Queen Marika, she's a savage. She conquers. She doesn't save. She conquers. The Misbegotten become slaves, which is one of the best things. One of the best things because it leads the Battle of Morn and it leads the Battle of Castle Morn. That's one of my favorite places in the game, by the way. It's so fucking nice. Then we have the Battle of Leyndell, which I haven't forgotten, and I'm trying to figure out there's something else. Probably the DLC again. She breaks down the Erdtree. Now, the reason why she breaks down the Erdtree, I don't remember. The reason why she breaks down the other ring, I don't know. You wanna check it out? Okay, you wanna check it out? Okay, perfect. Why? This is spoiler, right? Marika shattered the Elden Ring. Marika shattered as a direct result of the Marika shattered the Elden Ring as a direct result of the Night of Black Knife, which was plagued with guilt and broken by the death of Godwyn. Her decision to shatter the Elden Ring is assumed to be related to the grief for the death of her son. The event led to a year-long war known as the Elden Ring, resulting in the fall of Marika Golden Order as her children grapple for power. That's super important. That is super important. Yes, that's something that we should be knowing, but it's been so long. And the craziest thing is, in Elden Ring, is the intro, which is your prologue, which tells you so much without telling you enough. Why did Ranni kill Godwyn? Okay, so these are the things that I know. Ranni killed Godwyn for the ritual. She wanted to destroy Godwyn's body but preserve her soul in a duel. Also, that she could escape her destiny and fall by the winds of the greater will like the rest of the family. This activated the plot of Elden Ring. Ranni sold the primer of the Rune of Death and imbued the power of Numen with it, leading to Godwyn and substantially the Prince of Death. But being incarnate royalty does not want the finger of greater will to determine life. Okay, cool. So this is huge, right? So this even doesn't matter with the story. I want to tell you. So Marika should have the Golden Order, and then the world descends into chaos, right? And you are this person that's technically dead. What you do is you're reborn, then you go to the Elden Ring. My favorite part of Elden Ring is yourself as a person, as a player, is the Limgrave, the total vibe of Limgrave and how calm it is, to the disastrous plane of Caelid, spending into the swamp of Lurna, and not forgetting the golden plain of the Leyndell, which is also great, but ravaged by war. And you got the Mountain of Giants, which is super cold, and then you finally get the Ashen Capital, which is after the Erdtree burn. But it's your character, and there's a side story. So your character doesn't have anything to do with it. Your goal is either to serve the Erdtree or to kill the Erdtree. Now, what I love about Elden Ring is every single character that you like, that you meet at the round table, all that you like, for example, Day of the Dead, Lady Fia, Dialos. This is how long I'm rusted, right? But don't worry, part 2 is gonna be better. Dialos, Rodrika, and Yug. Of course, Yug. How can I forget Yugs? There's also the monk, which is Corrin, but Corrin to me his story is a bit boring. I don't really like Corrin. I don't dislike him. I don't really like him compared to the others. So everybody tells you, hey, you have to save the Erdtree. You have to save the Erdtree. You have to save the Erdtree. However, the cover of Elden Ring tells you something different. So the cover of Elden Ring is actually Lord Vaik. We made a character of Lord Vaik as my third playthrough. Lord Vaik was the previous of Elden Lord. He was a God-gifted soldier. He was really strong. He had the friendship of Dragon, the strength of Dragon. He was super strong. However, he was too much of a good lord. He wasn't able to sacrifice people for his glory. So what he did was he ventured below Leyndell during his time as a soldier of Leyndell, and then discovered the Three Fingers, right? He discovered the Three Fingers, and because he discovered the Three Fingers, he had a way to burn down the Erdtree himself. But he was consumed by frenzy. See, and it's a beautiful thing. It's really a beautiful thing, because every single character dislike the frenzy. The one that like it is Shabiri. And Shabiri is kind of a bad guy. Shabiri is kind of the bad guy of the game. So when you go to the Three Fingers, if you don't do it fast enough, You consume my frenzy. You're not really consume my frenzy. This is just lore wise. You consume my frenzy. And because you consume my frenzy, like holy shit, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing who I am. I'm losing my sanity. I'm losing my identity. So the whole thing is you have to burn the earth before you lose yourself. Vike wasn't able to, right? But then you follow a mysterious character called Melina, and Melina, you don't really know why she wants to burn the earth tree. She feel like it's something that she has to do. She feel like it's her mission. She feel like it's her goal in life. She's like, okay, no problem. I understand, no problem. So you follow her because technically speaking, okay, so it's complex. You wake up, and the first person to welcome you is Melina. The second person to welcome you is Vare, and Vare is an asshole. And Vare is super important in the story. So Vare is a servant of Mog, and Mog is, a lot of people dislike Mog. And on first thought, you should be able to dislike Mog. Mog is a complete asshole. Mog is a complete asshole. He's horrible. Mog is horrible. He is Lord of Blood. So what he does is he captures people, and then he does some experiments on them, and then because of that, he's a bad person. I'll tell you more when I get to it. It's gonna be a long video, so sit down. But more than that is the fact that Vare tells you right away that you're maidenless, and because you're maidenless, you don't have a chance. The first thing is say, go become Elden Lord. So then he's like, you're maidenless, you won't be able to. Your maiden is Melina, right? But then is the story, the simple story of the gods, because you coming into a place. Once again, you're now Limgrave, Caelid, Mount of Giants, Lingdell,